Tamworth Pacers Cup, the blue light is on, and the Rowan Racing Culinary Delight out wide began well, as did Captain Rocky on the fence and Life on Top of the World. Uncle Sam was going forward as they work out of the straight, and they're followed then by Eden Onox. One around just the outside of it. They're followed behind them now is Morty Mombassa, followed further back then by Sam's Cam, then Force Enough Task Better Than Max, and galloping there was Mitri's Magic. Up the back they go. Culinary Delight led the way. It's out by a length and a quarter. In second spot there is Captain Rocky. Uncle Sam is on the outside without cover in the 1x1 Trailer's Life on Top of the World. And Eden Onyx is three back in the marker line. Then a length and a quarter then is Morty Mombassa, followed then by Sam's Cam, For Enough Taz, and Better Than Max at the tail of the field. They're into the straight now. The lead time is 53.9, and Culinary Delight, the leader, shows the way from Uncle Sam on the outside. Captain Rocky behind the leader is third. Life on Top of the World, Sweet Seats 1-1 as they work out of the straight, followed then by Eden Onyx. They were followed further back then by Morty Mombassa as they run to the back, then Sam's Cam. Better Than Max is second last of that main bunch, and a half length Force Enough Taz, and tailed off is Mitri's Magic. Up the back they go. Culinary Delight striding it out nicely as they run up the back. 29.4 was the first quarter, led by a length and a quarter from Captain Rocky. Uncle Sam hunted along a bit on the outside. Three back on the fence then is an Eden Onyx, and a half length away is Life on Top of the World. They were followed further back then by Morty Mombassa, then Sam's Cam, Better Than Max, and Force Enough Taz's last of all. They work around the turn into the straight for the GARRARDS Horse and Hound Tamworth Pacers Cup, and the leader is Culinary Delight. Shows the way from Captain Rocky on the outside. Uncle Sam third, being tapped along. 28.7 was the second quarter. The half comes up in 58.1. Culinary Delight leads them out of the straight now from Captain Rocky. Uncle Sam's flown the white flag. They're followed then by an Eden Onyx going forward. Out wide then is Morty Mombassa in between runners then as they run to the back. They're followed over on the inside now by Life's on Top of the World. Here's Better Than Max making a move from the rear, and they're followed then by Uncle Sam. Up the back they go. Third quarter about to be posted, and it comes up in 30.5, and it's still Culinary Delight the leader. It's out by a length and a quarter from Captain Rocky. They're followed around the outside now. Coming into it is Better Than Max, and they're followed then by Morty Mombassa, and further back then is Sam's Cam running up to the turn. Culinary Delight the leader, held a handy lead over Better Than Max on the outside. They're followed then by Captain Rocky, and further back then is Morty Mombassa as Culinary Delight in front. Better Than Max is trying hard on the outside. Culinary Delight in front. Better Than Max is getting to it, and Better Than Max won it. Sam's Cam, I think, got up to run second. Culinary Delight may have been third from Uncle Rocky. They were followed then by Life on Top of the World, then on Eden Onyx. Further back then was Uncle Sam, followed then by Morty Mombassa, then Force Enough Task. Life on Top of the World is in that bunch, and Mitri's Magic will be the